and that reminds me of the rookie mistake that we made here. Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. I hope you guys are doing well out there. I hope there's no summer slowdown for you. I hope you guys are having a lot of sales. I know sometimes you gotta list more, sometimes you gotta work a little harder in the summer to get those sales. I hope it's going well for y'all out there. Let me know in the comments how it is going for you out there. And I'll tell you what, if you're a new reseller, I've got some encouragement by pointing out some of my mistakes here. I did a rookie mistake. Well, technically, I didn't do the rookie mistake, but I was supervising the rookie mistake, which means it's my fault anyways. I've got a lot of great sales today, a lot of cool stuff headed out of here, as we always have. A few to viewers, a few not to viewers, but I've got another warning story out there for a lot of new resellers, and it's something we don't often think about. And a viewer reminded me of it in a little gift that they sent to the P.O. box. I'm going to show you that gift, but more importantly, I'm going to show you the warning that they have for people out there. I think it's a great one. Let's take a look. First one out the door today is a plush. Don't normally start with a plush, but today we do. It's a Stingray, and this must be a Blue Ridge Mama buy, Goodwill or something, because I don't remember picking it up. And it said 12 inches on there, and I went to look for it there. And I'm like, there's no 12 inch. And I was like, you know what? It's a Stingray, right? Let me measure this. There's something to think about, too. Measuring. This isn't what I was talking about today, but now that we're here, let's do it. So that is a little over 12 inches from the longest to the longest part there. So there you go, 13 inches actually. And so people often ask me, not often, but every once in a while, how you measure a plush. And I say, basically, however it sits. You know, don't extend things out to make it longer or whatever, but however it sits, measure it that way. But the best way to do it, to not let anybody complain, is to take a picture of it with the measurement right on top of it. Then they can't complain no matter what. Because if you put it in their hand, you know, they'll complain about the size of it or whatever. So I always like to have just a little yardstick in the picture itself. I don't think I actually told you what that sold for. It sold for $15 plus shipping. There's Fisto, but I thought Fisto had a weapon. I think that might be it right there, the sword, because it sold for $19 plus shipping. And I am going to show you just how much we've made so far on that I Have the Power sale. Actually, now that I'm looking at this one went to a viewer. It's me again. Thanks for the offer on this one. Sent out a 5% off offer on a send offer. It's usually what I do once or twice a week. I'll add it to the collection. So $18.95 minus 5%. Fisto, 1983 Hong Kong. So thank you, Michael. And that reminds me of the rookie mistake that we made here, because one of them was to Michael, one of the mistakes I'm talking about, who also bought another Motu figure. But we'll add this one to our total. $16 for this one brings us to $506 from $220. Next one's going out to a repeat buyer, which made me look at the name, Dez, and I'm 99% sure that you're a viewer as well. And it was for these ashtrays right here. I think we picked these up at the 301, maybe 50 cents a piece. I think that's where we got them. Not 100% sure. Probably not. Somebody can correct me. And they sold for $21 plus shipping. We're going to do one more sale really quick, and then we're going to get to the topic of the day. And it is a hat, and I know where it is, but it's going to take a reach to get back there, I think. There we go. All aboard. Got this off of a Whatnot sale. Chernock's Connection. All aboard. That thing is pretty cool. I think maybe I got this off of OBX Picker. New old stock right there. Pretty cool. $14, and this is back when they were doing $1 extra shipping, and I was buying tons of stuff and did really well on those hats that I sourced off of Whatnot. So some of the hats on there were sold for a bunch. This one didn't go for quite as much. $14.15 plus shipping. So not a huge profit, but we made more on the other hats, and who could resist that one? That was pretty cool. All right, here's the rookie mistake, and then I want to give some advice that I got from a viewer. It's something I've never mentioned on here, but I think is important for a lot of resellers. So had a sale the other day, 2 sales. One was to Michael, who was a viewer. One was not, but it was to a Motu figure. And I was supervising that day. No jokes out there. I was trying to juggle a bunch of stuff, and I'm sitting out in my chair. I'm coming in here. I'm doing different stuff. I'm calling people. I'm sending text messages. I'm listing. I mean, I do all kinds of stuff, and most of it I do right out there underneath the tree. And I'm posting shorts, and I'm putting videos out. I'm editing videos, doing all kinds of stuff. Can you see all the excuses I'm making right here? At any rate, it came down. It was a huge busy day. We had, because of all the bags we were selling, Commonwealth Picker bags on CommonwealthPicker.com, Reagan and Bubba's girlfriend and Blue Ridge Mama were in here working hard, trying to keep up with everything. Plus, we had regular sales going out of here. Between the bags, I think we shipped like 50-some bags, plus other things in them, and you know, these guys and all kinds of stuff. And we had like 40 sales being shipped out of here that day as well, regular eBay sales. I basically just turned the operation over to the eBay part of the shipping to Blue Ridge Mama and Bubba's girlfriend. And, you know, I was in here and I was moving stuff around, and we always write stuff on whatever. And so I'm trying to not cast blame somewhere else, because the blame is on myself. Someone, whoever wrote it down, wrote Motu and red on it because the figure was red. And one figure was all red and the other head was partially red. I didn't know this at the time when we're actually clicking and putting labels on. And so the description wasn't good enough that we had written on the box, because we did bulk shipping. So when you see the label and you look, and it's a Masters of the Universe figure, and it looks like it's red, and it says red back there, and you just slap it on. But it wasn't the fully red one. We mixed them up. We sent one Motu figure this way, one this way, and they should have gone this way. And we had to unwind that mess. And so thank you to Michael and whoever the other gentleman was. They were both very gracious in the whole process. And we got it figured out. But boy, what a pain in the butt when that happens. Let me know in the comments if you've done that before. We have now done it. I have done it solely by myself 3 times, and that's the 4th time it's happened. And then, you know, wasn't that long ago we messed up the 2 Justin orders back to back, if you remember. It pays to be very, very vigilant in the shipping process, especially when you're doing the bulk shipping. And that's where we make the most mistakes, right? And some people just will not do bulk shipping because of that mistake. They don't want that to happen. But it saves so much time. For me, it's worth it if you only make the mistake maybe once a year. I want to give a quick thank you before I talk about this other warning that I want to warn some folks about. The ATL Flippers, Atlanta Flippers, that's Derek and Jasmine. I had the pleasure of meeting Derek, and I've spoken to him a little bit when he was up here at the 100 mile yard sale, Route 29 100 mile yard sale. I did not speak to Jasmine during that, but seemed like incredible folks. And if you watch the Commonwealth Picker channel, the last video, or maybe 2 videos ago, we did an abbreviated version of our intro. And he made that for us. And I just wanted to say thank you to them. Amazing people, great couple, great content. Go check them out. All right, here's the other. Well, first here's the gift here, the Cabblers. Jim, Bonnie, Patch, and Matt. And eBay store is Cabler & Sons. And they have all kinds of stuff here that they said. And I read the whole thing. And you guys are very, very kind for this message. I really, really appreciate it. And this is the Fleet in a Man Christmas ornament. People asked me the other day, by the way. We do have these Christmas ornaments, but this isn't what they were asking about. Reagan makes, if you're new to the channel, and I don't have them in here because we keep them inside with the Christmas stuff. We'll put the Christmas tree out. Man, I can't believe it's, you know, a few months from now, and I guess, what is it? So August, September, October, November. It's, you know, maybe 4 months away from now, you might see a Christmas tree in here. Insane. Absolutely insane. Turner says his birthday starts the holiday season, which is coming up here. Well, he's got the countdown going here. I don't know exactly how many days. Maybe I'll ask him in a future video. At any rate, Reagan does 40 ornaments and numbers them one of 40, 2 of 40, 3 of 40. Patriot Picker does those for us, and she does the design in a different color. And we will do those this year. We're probably still just going to stay with those 40, even though the demand for it last year was crazy. But probably what we'll do. See how quickly I can get off on a tangent. Here's what I want to show you here. You might want to mention to viewers, if they have a substantial amount of inventory in their home, they should check with their insurance agent. They may need additional coverage. And I'll tell you what, I have heard, I've seen multiple times on YouTube, but I have seen on Instagram and other places, people having serious issues. It's usually with flooding. I've seen theft as well, and one fire. Although that wasn't on social media, that was somebody I knew. And so this stuff happens from time to time, and merchandise is ruined. And, you know, you have a lot of merchandise. You know, we have, it's not a Simply Safe ad, but we have Simply Safe and, you know, for theft and stuff like that, and other measures we take. And we have flooding measures inside, and we're in a pretty good location. But, you know, there's all kinds of stuff that could happen. Tornadoes and all kinds of crazy stuff. And this thing's in a shed, of all things. So you never know, it'd be like the Wizard of Oz, and this thing would take off. So that is a great question. And I'm curious to know if anybody out there has gone through the process, talked to insurance agents, if, you know, if any of this stuff is covered under regular home ownership insurance, or if they have to do extra stuff running a business and stuff like that. I'm really curious. Tell me in the comments what you do. NWO decal sale, what do you know? Happens almost every episode. This one's going to Anton, and Anton, I think that you are a viewer. And so I'm going to give you a big giant thank you, Anton. And I hope you enjoy those decals. Sold some shoes, and it is always a great day when we sell shoes. And these are the shoes right here, and they're Crocs. And these sold, I think both of these, they went to a viewer, so we had 6 viewer sales today. And this, along with this McDonald's toy, Minnie Mouse. So it was like $9. Oh, that's not it. There it is. There it is right there. Minnie Mouse. Mickey and Friends Epcot Center Adventures. It's an old one. And so this one sold for $9. The Crocs sold for 22 minus 10% plus shipping. So not too bad. And this one's going out to Linda. She previously bought a Minnie Mouse t-shirt. I remember that. And the caboodle. And the Man Cave golf bag. Really, really cool. Wow, you bought a bunch. I remember those now. Thank you so much. She says she enjoys the videos. And we appreciate that very much. Hope you enjoy these too. All right, I had to dig these Puma out from back there. These are some of the lower end ones from our shoe buy. And they were some of the dirtiest ones, and we did not clean. We decided not to clean anything, just to get them out the door. These are some of our lowest sellers at, I think, total here, $31 plus shipping. And you'll see, we didn't do much of anything with these guys at all. And we could have got double the price if we would have put in the time. But there were so many shoes there that were going to be over $100 shoes. We just decided to make that decision and kind of clear them out. We're going to make plenty of profit off that sale anyways. Pepper scared the daylights out of me, and it's nowhere even close to Halloween. When I walked out the door, I went to go grab these because I knew these were inside in the eBay cave. So I went inside to grab these, and right when I opened the door out of the cabin, Pepper was right there, weren't you? Scared me to death. You were up on the little box and were staring at me because you wanted treats. All right, you better get down from there. And it's also, this one, I think this one's a viewer. I don't know, maybe not, because they bought 2 Virginia Tech items. Heather, if you are, thank you so much. And so it could not be a viewer, just could be somebody finding Virginia Tech stuff. That Virginia Tech-opoly. And bought those 2 together. So thank you, Heather, if you're a viewer. Thank you, Pepper, for being here. Tech-opoly game went for 16 plus shipping, and the salt and pepper shakers 15, so $31 plus shipping. Not bad. I have not been mentioning plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table lately because we were so overwhelmed with sales from CommonwealthPicker.com. And so my apologies if I haven't given you a thank you. I will try to find time soon to thank everybody who's bought them in the last couple of weeks. So we appreciate that. So here's Pepper again. It's 20 inches. I know some people are going to ask. That's a long game. And I'll usually take 2 of these, 1092, 1095, 1097s. Probably going to be the 1097 because that's a thin game. And put 2 of them together and it'll be just a tick over 20 inches, I think. And that's how we'll ship them. Of course, it's more than likely going to somebody here in Virginia, so it'll be pretty close. Like I said, 7 viewer sales today. Absolutely crazy. And this is the 6th of 7, I believe. Fendi, right there. I've sold different bottles and different styles of this over the years. They always go for good money. I think the best one I ever sold was a funky looking bottle. Sold for 175 bucks. I remember picking it up from this lady. Boy, she was so happy to get like $5 for it. And I was like, That's going to sell for a bunch. I didn't think it was going to sell for 175, but still. $50 to that one. And that went to Wendy, maybe? Totally not Wendy. Totally Kathy Ann. So Kathy Ann, thank you. Just a little note, at least one of my TVs in my house has your videos on all the time. Hope it helps your family. Enjoy and love all the help you give. God bless you in yours. Hope this purchase helps me smell better. Thank you, Kathy. We hope it does too. I think. That sounded terrible. I'm sure you smell just fine. All right, y'all. This is Turner here, and he's in the same shirt as he was last episode. But that's because we're filming this portion of it the same day. All right, buddy. Do you know who that is?
Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street. And I don't think you're familiar with Sesame Street or Mr. Rogers, are you? When I was a kid, I used to fake being sick because I hated going to school. And I not all the time, but every once in a while. And I was terrible. I would fake it. Boy, my mom would put that thermometer in my mouth, and I had a waterbed because it was the 80s. And I'd put that thermometer in that waterbed and get it all heated up. And I wanted to stay home. And if I stayed home, I'd watch Oscar the Grouch. I'd watch Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers. I was a little guy. At any rate, that is a little beanie baby-ish type thing from Tyco. It's full of beans, isn't it? Beanie, is it beanie? Yeah, feel the beans. What's that right there? That's a worm. See the worm right there? Yeah, he had a little worm, and he was always grouchy. Yeah, that's like, you know the podcast I'm on?
Yeah.
Trash to Cash? Mm-hmm. Should be our mascot right there. Trash to Cash. And that went to a viewer. Do you know his name?
Eric Dakota Thrifter.
Eric the Dakota Thrifter. That's right. And he's a principal at a school, or used to be. I can't remember what he said in the message. I'm your principal here, so thank you so much for the kind message. And that's definitely, we bought that at the 301, by the way. That funny sale where we got the mask figure. And that's definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
Oh, and if you didn't hear last show, Turner wanted to remind you that if you donate, if you buy anything out of the CommonwealthPicker.com store until August 12th, anything at all, we're going to enter you in a raffle for his team. And even if we don't win that raffle, we're raffling off one of these mugs over here. Because Turner's raising a little bit of money for his travel baseball team, aren't you? Mm-hmm. So I only have to pay like $400 of the crazy amount of money this stuff costs. At any rate, hey, these are for the CommonwealthPicker.com store too. Hagen told me they're out of blue bags, so I ordered them. And they definitely don't look, they look powder blue. But you know what? It'll work, right?
Mm-hmm. Bye.
And just like clockwork, we sold some ET flower earrings every single episode lately. I think we're down to like one left, maybe two. I think one. If I can even find them this time. I hope I had the quantity right. There you go. So there's one. That might be it right there. We'll see. $7 plus shipping. Sold one of the cheapest items in the store, but I sold two of them. Come across this stuff all the time in Lynchburg because this university is right there, Liberty University. We sold two of these sacks, two of these bags right here. Total $10 plus shipping in there. There you go. There it is. Sold 5 God Bless America stickers, all curled up. 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we sell these, we sell them for $10. And nobody's ever complained that they're all curled up. The heat out here, I think, one day did it. But, you know, once they stick on, and we flatten them out before we ship them. So, no biggie. 2 8-track cases, the faux alligator one. Right around $14, I think. Something like that. I think we had a 5%, maybe $14.95, 5%. But that one's out the door. We are running low. We're down. We had like 15, 20 of these things. We're down to like 4. Because the Savoy one sold. Actually, this might not even be the right one. I gotta double check. But it's very similar to this one. If it's not, it might be that darker one down there. $22 plus shipping.
Hi guys, my name's Reagan. I'm going to be telling you what's on the CWP store today. Right now we're going to do the first 50 people who bought the bags. First we got William, Cindy, Glenn, Billy, Debbie, Zach, Leonardo, Viverette, Hiram, Jonah, Carrie, Detlef, Salvador, Lori, Devin, and Misha. Ginger, Jake, Patty, David, Tammy, Lisa, Brad, Marla, Denise, Sheila, T, Julie, Paul, Joe, Tina, Daniel, Jamie, Lynn, Melanie, Scott, Julie, Darcy, May, James, Dan, Mark, Jennifer, Deborah, Matthew, Paul, Rebecca, Sherry, Lori, and Mark. That was the first 50 people, and then we're going to do the next 50 people tomorrow in a couple days. All right, guys. Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at commonwealthpicker.com.
Hey, y'all, by the time you hear this, I'll be headed out to a couple of sales, a couple of highway sales. And I just was curious. This is what I bring when I go to the 127 sale. Now, this is just dollar bills. I bring tons of dollar bills to that sale because I don't want to wait around for change. I don't want somebody to have to go back inside and break change or whatever. I want to have enough $1 bills, if need be, to pay them really quick so I can get on to the next sale. There's a lot of people out there competing for this stuff. So how many $1 bills do you bring with you to yard sales? I usually bring a ton. And sometimes you'll see on my videos I run out. But we're headed to the 21 sale. Escape from the internet. No, not escape from the internet. I need that. Escape from the interstate sale, Virginia to North Carolina. And the other sale is the 127, the big one. We're doing the Trash to Cash Barbecue Bash with Carrie, American Arbitrage, Dave NC, Picker, and Flipper. And we are excited about that. We wanted to make it completely free for anybody who wanted to come. But obviously being free, it sold out really quick. We're going to have some special guests in. At this point, up to 100 people have bought tickets or been given tickets or whatever you want to say. We do accept donations on that thing, and maybe we'll there as well. Plus, we might do a fundraiser for one of the charities or the kids. Not quite sure yet, but some sponsors have offset that. My Reseller Genie is one of them. Hey, look at that. I didn't even notice there was a code on the back. And they're awesome, and they're growing like crazy, getting tons of good feedback from folks using those. If you need some accounting help, some tax help for specific things, really reasonable cost. And while this was just meant to say thank you for them sponsoring this event, they offset, I think they paid for the venue, the entire venue cost. No food, we did that, but the venue itself they paid for. So thank you to both of you guys. You guys are amazing. We do have a link below, but if you're going to be there, you can use this link at 15% off. Our link, I think it's 5% off if you use my link, code Commonwealth, all caps. But thank you, and thank you to Bad Cat Coffee Company. You can go to badcatcoffee.com and say thank you to them. I think we have a code over there too, probably Commonwealth, to get one of those mugs or whatever. And to Yardaroo as well, who is the one who's putting out that massive map of all the highway sales across the country on Garage Sale Nation.net. And you can find it also on the Garage Sale Nation Facebook group. Boy, I got a lot of stuff in right there. Tell me below, how many dollar bills should I bring to the 127 sale? So I'm probably going to bring $100 bills. Wait a minute, that's 200. $200 bills to the 21 sale. I'm probably going to bring 300 to the 127. I think that's what I'll do. Anyway, thank y'all for joining us, and I can't wait to see you next time.